All right, y'all. Die Hard 6 here. Hey, look, it's me. It's me. Oh, wait, hold on. She made it. Hey,
Sort of.
we're already live. Just fair
That's
warning.
perfect. Yeah, my computer's still not cooperating, so I figured out how to get in on my phone, and I'll be switching to my computer as soon as it cooperates. So, thanks for letting me in. Happy Monday.
Yes, it's a great Monday. So we got our snow total down here in Kentucky. 12.2 inches.
Wow. Welcome to the frozen tundra.
I thought I left Fort Drum for a reason.
12 inches. You guys are like completely shut down then. You guys don't have the infrastructure for that. You don't have anything. So are they actually like calling off school and everything too?
School is closed till at least Wednesday.
Wow.
We have our one guest in the back room.
Excellent.
Our big one hasn't shown up yet.
Uh-oh.
Again, sister, I'm not worried about it. Let me pull up my one slide. Only one tonight.
All good. Hopefully by the time you get through that, I will actually be maybe online on the computer. It's this is a new one, so you go with what you got, man. Go with what you got.
Yeah. Yep. I'm working here, folks. I'm working here. Go here, go here, go here. Ah, there it is. Wait a minute. Hide that. Okay. All right, folks. Look, I'm just going to blatantly put it out here in front of you folks. If you saw our social media today, I've kind of been spanking people. You want me to open our facility as a warming center. How many years have I been asking people to become a $22 a month patron? Because when we don't have any power or propane, how do you expect you to make a warming center? I'm just putting it out there. Project Die Hard is a veteran-led mission focused on hope, fellowship, skill building, life-saving outreach. No veteran should fight alone. Plain and simple. Why this matters. We lose, I'm not even putting a number on that, to suicide every day. If one is too many, how many more must we lose before people take Die Hard serious? What do? We build facilities, safe places. We grow outreach and skill-based programs. We fund purpose-driven programs, not just fluff. Our fellowship breakfast, 456 last year, 43 last month. What more do you want from me? That I do not know. How can you help? Scan a QR code. There's 1, 2, 3 on the screen. Volunteer. Become a patron. Somebody said, oh, you can't use the word patron. People don't know what that is. Well, if you don't know what a patron is, ask Google, get a dictionary. Don't take offense to this, anybody, but I'm not dumbing down. I can only go so far down.
It's like, if that's the worst problem, that people aren't sure what something means, look it up. They're in the age of AI and all the things at your fingertips. Help out, help yourself. You got this, people.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I use those big words. I've been around the world 3.5 times. I don't tout my own horn. What I've done and what I do in this life is by the grace of God. Okay? Like, follow, share, subscribe. It's so easy. It is. You can't become a patron. Got it. It's tough. But if you have social media, you can share the mission. You can volunteer. You have wisdom. You have skills we need, that the veterans we help need. Yeah, this is just becoming repetitive on me, and I'm sorry if people think that, oh, that's all he talks about. Yeah. I was notified of 5 today that lost the battle, and I have had to turn away 3 today that could have used our facility.
We're not moving fast enough. It's like, what else do we need to do to get people to understand that we need the help, we need the patrons, we need the volunteers? Not kidding. The need is there.
Again, folks, you don't like me? I'm okay. I'm good with it. You don't have to talk to me. If you have to talk to me, that means you violated one of 3 rules. God will never leave the mission. We will never use the suffering of veterans for profit. And there's no drugs or alcohol allowed. If you break one of those 3 rules, you've earned seeing me.
Yep.
But besides that, I'm here every Monday because my team says you have to be available. Got it. I'm here. Ask a question. Put it in the comments. I'm here for it. Although I do understand we have our one guest in the back, a veteran no less. He comes highly recommended. We talked a little bit on the phone yesterday. Do you think we should bring him in?
I think that's a great idea. I'm looking forward to meeting him myself. I haven't had a chance to yet. So Let's go ahead and bring in Matthew McDonald to join us. Matthew, how are you?
Great. How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. It looks like I'm a little glitchy over here. Sorry.
Hey, I'm finally on. I was so glitched earlier that I wasn't even here. So you are here. You're in the right place. So it's fabulous. So you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to me and those who haven't had a chance to meet you yet?
Sure. My name is Matt McDonald. I'm a entrepreneur out here in Phoenix. I'm also a doctoral student at GCU and a submarine veteran who has experienced the uh, issues of homelessness and being left by the VA.
You want to elaborate on any of that, brother? Feel free, because I know I fight for our brothers and sisters on a weekly basis with the VA.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll just say that the we all know how the service works, and the I had a bad back injury in the military. I was a submariner, and of course, if you can go out to sea, you're going back out to sea. And I would be complaining that my back hurts and this, that, and the other. Nope, you're fine. You can go back out to sea. I did that I was in for 8 years. Uh, 3 of those years, my back was in severe pain. And then they medically discharged me, and uh, my back locked up. I rolled my truck on the way back to home of record. Um, I lost my arm, and the Navy then, um, because I got out as a medical, they uh, quickly took away my one of my signing bonuses, and I was out of commission. Besides being in the hospital for 8 months after discharge, with the loss of my left arm and uh, 2 major back surgeries, um, I then went homeless for about 6 to 7 months after that in Washington.
So you're now an entrepreneur, which I love to hear,
Yep, absolutely. Thank you.
and a PhD student.
Yes, sir.
Now, you came up in one of my meetings earlier. You need to speak to art students, I hear?
Art therapists.
Art therapists. Okay.
Yep. So my dissertation topic is understanding how art therapists are going to perceive and use 3D printing basically as a medium for their therapy.
Okay. Well, here's your opportunity, brother. We go out worldwide, so do your pitch, man. I'm not an art therapist student. I'm just an old broke down medic. So I really don't know what to say to people to try to get you help. So that's why you're here. Holler it out.
Sure. So I am in need of uh, 12 to 15 practicing art therapists in the U.S. You don't need to be certified art therapist. You just need to be practicing art therapists. I've got maybe half hour, 45 minutes of interview questions. And if you're able to do that and you're able to help out, we'll get my study done, and then I can move on to helping create psychological theories for veterans, stuff that is actually going to be used hopefully in the field and with families. So
Oh, you mean like at our facilities?
absolutely.
Where we kind of house veterans with families?
Absolutely, yeah, I could do that.
Wow, it's an amazing thing, isn't it?
It's good how the things come back full circle.
Yeah, but brother, we were talking before. People got to step up and start helping.
Right? Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look here in my LinkedIn to see if I'm connected directly with anybody who currently is an art therapist, and I'm looks like I'm not, but I'm people I know some, so I might be able to get some connections going that way too.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Again,
Even
this podcast, folks, is part of this. Here's a veteran doing something great, and he needs a voice. That's part of our mission, is to give veterans a voice. That's what this podcast does.
I appreciate the voice.
Yeah, again, brother, people don't understand that about me. I'm weird that way, that I want to help every veteran I can in any way I can.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm the same way. Um, Matter of fact, one of my businesses is helping individuals get the um, medical equipment that they need, um, whether it be from other areas like braces or some stuff like that, or um, I literally build it for them. Um, I'm really good with prosthetics. Like I said, I are one. So
Hey,
um, I am also the uh, basically the guide to go to if you need something scanned, if you need something that's like out of the out of the blue. Um, I'm your man. So
define scanned, like 3D printing scan stuff.
yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yep. So I do. I just got done doing Barrett Jackson for my 3D printing company because I literally have printers that can print anything and everything that's in the vehicle to stock condition with stock parts, and it's all 3D printed.
Wow,
So,
that's cool. This sounds like a fun toys you got there.
yes, and big ones, big toys too.
No, see, again, Sue, this is how it works. Mark introduced, and we do have a need from time to time of, hey, we need this one-off thing done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know,
And now you know somebody who can do that.
yeah. See, that's how it works.
I love it.
Instead of us pounding the pavement for students and all this stuff to do it, we now have a veteran friend of ours that from time to time, hey.
Right?
Well, and you said you're a student now, so how far along are you in your PhD, and what is it that you're hoping your next career step is? Are you planning to utilize that in what you're doing next?
So I am kind of like, if you know any psychological forefathers, as it were, like Freud and Jungian and Jung. So I'm kind of that type of individual. Um, I I have seen how the VA works with PTSD and works with trauma and just the absolute nonsense of, I really don't want to write my trauma 15 times this week. Please don't make me do that again. But I've also seen families breaking up. I have had a couple of close friends be part of the 22. And there's, the VA is just like, well, if it's not broke, then don't fix it. But it is broke. You just don't realize it. So I could absolutely pay Dr. Joe Schmo $275,000 to stand behind me and go, yeah, this this psychological theory works, and it could absolutely help veterans and their families. Or I could go up on stage and be the individual who understands all of the questions and all of the requirements from the audience, and be able to answer and or say, you know what, let me look that up, as the professional who has full knowledge of it because I'm the one creating it.
Yeah, again, that's the whole point. Look, guys, I'm a old Army medic. Who better to take care of veterans than a guy that spent 26 years taking care of soldiers?
Good way to look at it.
Oh, but you're going to be running a multi-million-dollar nonprofit. Yeah, okay. My last deployment, how many lives was I directly responsible for, Sue? 3,500? And about $27 million worth of equipment? Yeah, I think I got this.
That's a good analogy. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, that's kind of what's starting me on the journey that I'm on. My mind doesn't like to let me sleep or rest, so it just says, hey, the flavor of the day is this invention or this creation, and if I like it, I latch on. So
again, that's why I don't take government money, because there's no such thing as a recognized therapy, folks.
exactly.
What one person considers therapy, the other person could consider that nothing for me. Okay. But see,
And then
the
you got
government
people saying, well, why didn't it work for me? You said it was going to work.
No. Again, the government has to compartmentalize it, has to justify it, has to do all this stuff to be recognized.
True. Very true.
Well, my adage I like to say, and people tell me I'm stupid for saying it, but if a veteran comes to me and says, hey, doc, I think underwater basket weaving will help me sleep better, my only question is, how do we do it safely?
True. Good question.
How do we do it safely? How do we do it so nobody's life is in danger, nobody gets hurt?
I like it. It's good philosophy.
And this is what our facilities are for veterans to come for a day, a weekend, a week, all the way up to a year, to get the help they deserve, they need.
what are the things that you need in order to get your site? Um, you said you
Operational?
need heat, right?
Oh, for the warming center that everybody beats me up on.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we need. Look, brother, I need 100 people to go to our website and
Hmm.
say, "Here's $22 a month."
Okay.
That that covers the current operating cost of this mission. Okay,
Right.
like our first facilities in Illinois.
Hmm.
Everybody's beating me up. Well, how come your electric bill's so high? Ask Governor Pritzker, man. I just get the bill.
Okay.
You know?
It's a 10,000 square foot building. It should have a little bit of a bigger bill than your home, probably. And if I remember correctly, actually, my heating bill's a little bit bigger than that one is right now. So, it's all perspective, everyone.
Absolutely.
Again, folks, I do not take a salary. None of my leadership gets paid. You want our records? CYB accounting? That's our accountant. Ask. What do you want? Anybody can ask for our records anytime. I have nothing to hide. And since 2018, my accountant says we've only had one person ever ask.
For the records?
Yeah.
Oh wow. It's because you got a trustworthy face.
Oh, okay. If I
I
had
like to say,
if I had a trustworthy face, file brush would be done and I'd be working on the next one.
I get it. I get it.
it's coming.
I
Not
know
fast
it is.
enough, but yeah, I know we're at a point where we're impatient because it's been a while and we need to get this done. There's a need.
Absolutely.
Yeah, again,
Absolutely.
folks, our facility is in Southern Illinois. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. You didn't donate 20 acres in a 10,000 square foot building, did you?
That is why it is where it is. A blessing to have this. So we work with what we got, and we work with the partners we have. We work with amazing, wonderful people. And that's where we're very happy to have you hopping out here with us and joining the efforts.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is, again, if you looked at our socials earlier, look, if a veteran is willing to take that hand up, not the hand out, but the hand up,
Mm-hmm.
we will get them to a facility. That's the easy part.
Right.
It is. Logistically speaking.
So, are you associated with any of the chambers of commerce out there? Are you working with the local bases and letting them know that you're there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Chambers of Commerce. We have our community support program, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't charge companies to be part of that program. So if a chamber asks me to pay money, that ain't gonna happen.
Sure.
Let's work together.
Right. Absolutely.
You know Mark Balin?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. You think maybe 2 minutes on the Mark TV might be worth something to somebody?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, folks, I got a hookup.
Yeah.
Join our
absolutely.
mission.
Yeah. That's how I'm here. He contacted me, said that I needed to connect with you guys. So,
Hey, see? This is how it all works.
right. Absolutely.
But on that, Sue, I see Kurt's in the background. I don't know if he's ready to come out or not. But I do have, what's this? I got it. I'll get back to you soon.
We're reaching out as we speak.
No, I know this person that is reaching out, and he knows I do this podcast at this time every week, but he is a veteran, so I have to go and take that. So, Matthew, I'm going to leave you with two capable people, and I'm going to let you guys continue the discussion. There's Mr. Happy.
Excellent.
There you go.
And I'll let you bring up what our guest was supposed to bring up, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, we'll cover it. The 10-week workshop experience available for our veterans. So, Matthew, I have this right that you're one of our veterans, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I don't know. Has the group talked to you about this yet? Maybe you're learning with everybody else about February 24th. Starts a 10-week session available on Tuesdays. That'll be running for 10 weeks, so 20 hours of opportunity. That'll culminate to the finale day of the course, which will be April 28th. And so, Matthew, you could be, one of 100 veterans and help us get the 100 seats filled for veterans to benefit this course that has a slant towards entrepreneurship, but it's based on 7 pillars of success. And so really the course could be applied to just about anything you want in life. But it's kind of coming, from a biased message to say, okay, we're trying to help all the veterans, also earn money that they want to make from home, or however they want to do that as an entrepreneur or enter into business, have a veteran-owned business, or for all of our veterans that own already a veteran-owned business, to help all of that. So personal, professional development, in that scope. And the group that is pledging this for us all and making this all happen during the 10 weeks. And we're also open to having veterans, come to us to present to the other veterans, and be facilitators, help lead the thing with their experiences, from maybe their veteran-owned business, so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you right now is the lady who brought this to me, who brought this request, because she heard what we're doing here at Project Die Hard, and she said, I would love nothing more than to apply everything we've been doing at YA. There's Carol right there. Meet the YA founder director, Carol. There she is there. And then if you go to the 10-week accelerator, business accelerator, again, there's the 7 pillars. So we're talking about clarity and community accountability, visibility, confidence, impact. So this information here is really what they've been doing the previous 10 weeks to now, but this is what they've been doing with that registration, $1,500 to be able to plug into this. And what they're doing with us at Project Die Hard is, you heard Brian say that we need 100 patrons. So what we're doing is marrying the Project Die Hard campaign for 100 patrons, and we're marrying that up with 100 seats for 100 veterans for the 10-week Tuesday run. And the timing is noon Mountain Time to 2 p.m. or 1 to 3 Central every Tuesday from the 24th of February to April 28th. So we just want this to be an igniter, a spark that creates that, flurry of fire out and around the world, really, to find our veterans wherever they are in the world, and to have them come into this Zoom facilitated experience. And we're going to co-create this. So 100 veterans, 100 veterans are going to co-create this whole workshop course experience. And, it's really going to add to what YA Global is doing. It's going to add to what we're doing here at Project Die Hard. And we're going to evolve a lot more content for Mission Monday out of it all. We're going to have more people attending these, proposedly, March and April. We'll start to see more people in here, because this is going to be a support incubator, for veterans, for Project Die Hard, to attract the patrons that, we've been working tirelessly to attract. And we're just trying to add value. So YA Global has really stepped up to the plate and really gave it a no-brainer perspective that it really makes a lot of sense to support what we're doing between now and April 28th. And let's all work hard to reach that goal of 100 patrons, that are bringing in 22 a month. And just to make sure everybody is keeping track of how that works, it's right available through our website. So here we go. I'm taking you to our website here in screen share. And then there's a donate button in the upper right-hand corner. And then what you'll find is, when you click donate, it takes you to Mighty Cause. And then that's where folks can click that donate button and get that $22 a month going. Obviously, you can do multiples of this. And, so if you do $88 a month, that's taking care of 4 of those seats, with YA Global. And then, to be clear, what's happening is that regardless to the fact that we're delivering this course, Brian elaborated on that the 100 patrons at 22 a month, covers existing expenses. So it keeps the lights on and all the basic things. So we're going from that $1,500, seat, like right now, to get veterans in. We're trying to just work with us, get on a payment plan, $22 a month or whatever you can do according to our Mighty Cause format there. And then that's basically what we're expecting, is by April 28th, we'll have our 100 patrons, if not by a month from now. February 24th would really be, how it's formulated. So, because normally when you sign up for a class, you pay your tuition up front, right?
Sure.
But the idea, again, to be clear, is veterans don't have to worry about it. We just want veterans in the seat. veterans
Sure.
to tell us if they want to be a part of providing the course, if they have expertise to bring to the table to share with their brothers and sisters
Mhm.
in the course. And we're just going to take care of all of you veterans, one way or another. And then we're going to be taking care of the financial fundraising and, all of that aspect, the patronage. We're going to take care of that simultaneously. And we're just going to turn it over to our Heavenly Father to work it out for us, or to be a part of this, to the purpose you're building this kingdom organization right here, Project iHeart. What do you think, Matthew? Does it sound okay?
I think it could work.
Yeah, our leadership group, I presented it at the leadership roundtable with Project iHeart, and I got the nudge to say it was a brainy idea of mine because I was going to do something with this veteran component with or without Project iHeart because I serve as America's chair for the Impactful Veterans Network of Spirit of the Game Foundation. So we were doing something regardless, and it just, being an ambassador here, my mind said this could come together. I bounced it off the leadership team, and they said, "Yeah, go for it. Seems like a good fit." So as far as we're concerned, he is providing, and we know
Yep.
it, right, Sue?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a lot of amazing resources out there. Sometimes it is just a matter of knowing what is available, and this is a great one. 10 weeks of programming that our vets can take advantage of. So this is huge. I'm amazed actually that this is a thing. Kurt, if people want to know more about this, how are they going to find out? Is that something that people should come through us directly, or how do they hop on board to this?
Yeah, Sue, that thing where you point your finger out, there's three pointing back at you.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you and I, Sue, we are,
Yeah.
we are the help desk for it all, and coordinating all this. So everybody's counting on you and me. And so my phone number is 262-372-1754. My email address, Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org. And then you got Susan at projectdiehard.org. And so I'm always here with my Kurtimer service before I leave the cussing to you. Oh, wait, here at Project iHeart, we don't like that. we have fun, Matthew, when we can,
I like it. That's good.
So, and I do have one more resource I want to make sure to mention. And then, Matthew, I've got a couple questions for you yet, but I do want to make sure to get this in quick, that there is an event going on like this week. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen briefly so you can see what this is. This is actually meant for women over 40. Truly, anybody can participate in this because it's a summit. It's all online. And although women over 40 is the target audience, that doesn't mean it needs to be exclusive in that way. The Soul Spark Summit is a free virtual event, and it starts tomorrow already and runs for 7 days. Oh my goodness, things are falling on the floor above me. And so I'm going to move forward here to, you can see a lot of this information, but this is a nice piece here. Your transformation starts here. Virtual Summit removes every barrier between you and the healing you deserve. Pre-recorded sessions means you can watch it when it works for your schedule. No guilt about missing something. Your transformation fits your life. So these pre-recorded presentations are between 20 and 30 minutes each. It's all free. You watch from wherever you want. Each presentation is available for 24 hours. So you basically look at the schedule, look and see what presentations are happening each day. So tomorrow, if you hop on there tomorrow, you can see what your menu of options are, and you pick and choose. If there's something that's really speaking to you, watch that one. And there's a registration on here so that you can go ahead and have those links. I can make sure to share that here in the chat. Olga Alexieva is the person who is behind all of this, created this event. He's wonderful. I've interviewed her a couple of different times already, and actually Kurt did just earlier tonight, just to get another push out there so that people are aware of this. But check out this lineup of speakers. I'm just going to slowly scroll through here, which honestly, I know I'm going too fast. You'd have to go back and like hit pause to see everybody. But here's Olga here. She's her story alone is amazing. But this caught on for speakers for this event, and look at them all. I'm blown away. Well, actually, I'm on here. I've had the pleasure of I have a session that I've done, and the title of it is Trust Your Journey, and that I'll make available elsewhere as well after this event is done. But all of these amazing people that are stepping up and offering their words to share with everyone. So it's going to be a really, really wonderful event. And it starts tomorrow and goes through the 2nd. There's different presentations every day. There is a way I know there's a purchase possibility in there. I think it's like $27, and you can have access to all the information ongoing. It's not just limited to that 24 hours. You'd be able to reach into that all the time. But it's going to be amazing. The speakers that she has on there, I'm so impressed. And Kurt, you just interviewed her. I was listening to it on my way home. It was live streaming, and I caught at least a piece of it. So there's a lot to be a lot to take in. And again, I know it's meant for women over 40, but it really, I think anybody could participate and gain a lot of wisdom from it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy paste the link into the chat so that all these live streams that we're doing right now has how to get into that, and it's free, 100% free. So Kurt, do you want to add anything to that? Otherwise, I do want to ask Matt another question too. So did you have anything else since you just had talked to Olga?
Yes, actually released through the spontaneous show that Olga and I did. Another thing I'm going to say for veterans, just because Sue and I are here putting our attention and devotion to veterans, and so you all are getting our devoted attention communications. And so I'm sharing a screen here, and this is another generous thing from the business community. So with Olga, she typically with this Spark experience, she gets paid $250 to, be able to go through this Spark experience. But what she's doing is for Sue and I and Matthew here, I don't want to put you up to it, Matthew, but this is the door she's opened. The door open here is we can share out this form, and folks who fill out this form are getting it compliments of Olga and her business and this summit on no charge. This is like a coupon, free pass. This is a key to, this opportunity during this session here, February 3rd. So the 7-day experience that Sue showed again, last day, Groundhog's Day, February 2nd. So the next day, she's making this available. So this is kind of, within the next 9 days, folks can hop into this and, basically get a $250 gift, not too shabby. But, and if folks have an issue making it to the 7 p.m. time, just let us know. We'll see what follow-up Olga would have to that. But her intention is get everybody there February 3rd, 2026 at 7 p.m. Central Time, a 60-minute breakthrough Spark experience. It's going to be well worth it for all of you out there to take advantage of this. And so our aspiration is to make sure as many vets as possible are able to benefit from this February 3rd. So again, an immediate contribution from the business community, specifically Olga. So we're off to the races on a lot of good things, a lot of good connections, a lot of generosity, and folks wanting to help veterans for sure. That offer there is available more broad-based than veterans. It's not restricted to the veteran community, but as far as we're concerned here, that's why we're spending the time on this YouTube Live and on all our social medias. It's all for all of you vets. So that's the point. It is sharing it with you now. Let's get as many vets as possible getting the Spark experience. Sue, over to you.
All right. Well, and so Matthew, I want to make sure to come back around here. I've got a couple quick questions. One, just real simple. What words do you have for our veterans that are looking to maybe consider doing something with Project Die Hard? Because I know you just recently heard about what the mission is here. What was it that you saw and heard that piqued your interest to find out more?
I like the fact that it is not fully associated with the VA. It's completely separate. So that's the big ticket thing for me. If there is work that needs to be done, that's with every company. So don't let that be the thing that stagnates you from getting the help that you need.
Sometimes it's hard to ask for help. I know I've heard that. We've all experienced that. Sometimes it's like, oh, I should be able to handle this myself. And you know what? Sometimes we need help, and that's okay. And having a place to go, having a resource like Project Die Hard or whatever resource you find, if you can find a place where you can get the help you need, that's perfect. That's what we all need. We all have that point in time where points in time. It's not just a one-time thing. We all need help at different points. And I still was thinking back to this part that you are currently a student. What was it that, where were you at? Where you're like, going down this road is where I'm headed. I want to work towards my PhD. I want to learn more. What was it that brought you down that road? And if there's others out there that maybe are considering that, what words of advice might you have for them?
So if you see a problem and you can absolutely fix that problem, why not invest in yourself to fix that problem? So, if
I love that.
For instance, for me, it was, the VA is not holding up to their end of the bargain for the mental health. So I'm gonna do what I need to do to keep my brain healthy.
So, and with your experiences so far, what's been the thing that has surprised you the most, that you've enjoyed the most along your journey so far?
All the random veterans that I've met. So,
oh, I love that.
And they're just out there in the wild doing their thing, but they are. Once they hear what I'm doing, then they're like, wait a second, I could actually use that. So it's kind of my motivator. It's my motivator to get things done.
That's beautiful. And are any of those that you've been meeting, are they also students, or are they just people you've bumped into along the way in this journey?
Mostly people that I've bumped into along the way. There's a couple that have tried to steamroll me towards what they're doing, but it's like, no, I'm not passionate about that. So we're just going to have to agree to disagree on your thing there. But maybe later on we can tackle that a little later. But everybody's got a story. You just got to listen to it.
And that's well said, because I think that's something you you know where you're headed. You've made a decision of this is the path I'm on, and kudos to you for sticking on that and not having others pull at you in different directions that's not your path. And sometimes you got to follow your gut. If your gut's saying this is where you need to go.
Yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely. Especially if it's, try not to do things for selfish reasons. Don't, you know, the path that I'm going on is not to make myself a millionaire. It is to help as many people as I possibly can uh, get them back to where they need to be.
I love it, and I know with the art therapy, we do a lot in the sports arena because we've done a lot with adaptive water skiing, and we've seen the difference that makes for people to have something, whatever that thing is, that can be helpful to something to look forward to, like to be looking forward to that. The summer's coming. It's a little snowy out there right now and cold, but we look forward to the summer and that chance to get back on the water and experience the joy of gliding across that water.
Absolutely.
And sharing that passion with others is huge. And that's where with what you're doing with the art therapist perspective and how much art therapy makes a difference for people, and people look forward to the opportunities to experience that. I think that's so important to have those pieces that you connect to.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's just one of the things that I am passionate about.
And one more question for you,
Sure.
and before we wrap things up here, with the aspect of art, is there anything in particular that is your favorite type of thing to do? Because art is a pretty broad category, and I'm not an art person, so I don't know a lot, but I know there's a lot of different modalities. There's lots of different things you can do. Is there something that's a favorite passion of yours in that?
So I just like the fact that it is something that everybody does. Even if you're not an artist, you can still doodle. And my best friend is actually an artist, but she doesn't do art therapy. But she still is like, yeah, art is like the universal language. Everybody knows somewhat of what's going on. It's just Pictionary for your brain at that point. So,
I like that.
And if it works, use it. Too many people out there are not utilizing the resources that they have, and too many people out there do not realize the resources that they have. So
beautiful. Wow, this has been wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. I look forward to connecting further. And with what we do here at Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update, we always end with everybody sharing a word of hope for our veterans. Any final message you have? And actually, Kurt, I'm going to go ahead and start with you, and then Matt, I'll pass it your way, and then I'll close things up. So, Kurt, over to you.
Okay, I'm going to give it up to Olga again. I enjoyed interviewing her, and she kind of lived up to what her program is, Spark. So she sparked me, and I came up with the "Gimme 5" again. I like that mantra, and she ran with it beyond what I'm going to do here. But where she got me to is I made a point with 5 parts to it, and it's just with ourselves. 5 parts for ourselves, and so obviously, in the work we do, we have to be cognizant of the role of the brain in what we do, combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans and the role the brain has on that. And then this heart work. We're here today because it's in Brian's heart to save his brothers and sisters. And so that's what we share here. We are all here to save the lives of veterans. And, this is being led by a retired Army medic, and Sue and I, share a little sliver of that type of experience being EMTs, pre-hospital care. So way more convenient format than an Army medic. But, so that's the idea is we share this passion to share to save, share lives, but through that save lives. And then the idea of what's in the gut, and sometimes this is about pain, and that the minutes and the hours, parts of a day, and a day is, can be dark and not fun, and in the darkness with the demon, and then so that this is an examination of the soul. And so far I've gotten to about 4 of the 5 points. So I put a little slant on it with the 5th point that for me is women's intuition. And I want to make that point because when I learned about veteran suicide across the last decade, I learned that a lot of it has a slant that could be construed as a favoritism towards men, or it could be a disadvantage of women veterans. And I've learned a lot of topics along those lines. But this is about, message of hope. So when the entirety of the body of veterans get together and that peer-to-peer support, and when you dial 988 and press 1, you're getting to talk to a veteran, all these things. And then also Sue and I here, building that role of the civilian and the non-vets that I talked about as an all hands on deck initiative, and when you think about the hour of this show, I think we're doing an okay job, if not an excellent job, of showing how we are going for all hands on deck, the partnership program, the community partner program. So that all being said, for you out there in this position, again, my disclaimer is I've never been there. So I'm just talking smart here. But the idea is I'm here because I've joined the heart of Brian Gibson, and I've come out here to say at the top of my life's priority, as it's been for the last decade and remains now and forever, as far as I can see, will be, that I want to save your life. I want to save the lives of veterans out there. And so for whatever that means, you've got a guy here with his spouse on Spouses Day working together to team up with you, that whatever we need to take care of you, because when we take care of you, you can help us take care of the others. Let's do it together. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Matt, I'm going to hand it your way here. Whatever you would like to share as your message of hope for our veterans.
Just remember, you're not the first person to be dealing with what you're dealing with. If there are stuck points at the VA, reach out to your fellow veterans, and maybe they know of a better way.
Excellent. So, and if anybody would like to reach out to Matt, we'd be happy to connect you with him. If you want to share any contact info or website, I don't know if you have anything like that you want to share here. Otherwise, people are welcome to reach our way and we'll make that connection for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You could go to my website, and it's krakenhq.co.
Excellent. And if you want to pop that into the chat, if that's easy enough to do, I'll be happy to share that out as well.
Sure.
Excellent. So I am so grateful that that you have joined us here. And oh, look at that. Kurt's already got it pulled up.
That's it.
Excellent. So Kurt, if you wouldn't mind then copy pasting that into the chat so that goes out as well, so people can easily connect with Matt. So we truly thank you for your time, for your efforts, for all the things that you're doing in so many aspects here. So thank you for joining us. And my brief closing here is just remember, God's not done with you yet. You're here for a reason. If you're not sure what that reason is, stick around. You'll figure it out soon enough. Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut. Everybody is around you wanting good things for you, and that's what we all are doing. So for all of us here with Project